Hi, I'm Jessie, and in this video series, I'm going to make all of my furniture using these three power tools. Today we're going to make a craft table. I cut a 30 by 60 base piece out of a sheet of plywood and then cut the remainder into 4 pieces that would fit atop the first piece with a 1/2 inch gap between them. I used a sanding sponge to soften the edges of all the pieces. I marked where the gap between the boards would be and I painted them to give it some contrast. I also painted the inside edges of all the top pieces. I applied an even layer of wood glue to the underside of one of the top pieces and flipped the base piece over onto it because I didn't want any of the screws to show from the finished top. I wanted to make sure that the pieces were really squished together and that they wouldn't slide around, so I clamped them in place while I attached them with screws. Before attaching the remaining 3 pieces, I used a spacer to keep the 1/2 inch gap even. Once the glue was dry, I used my orbital sander to make sure all the edges were flush. After removing all the dust, I coated it with polyacrylic. When it was completely dry, I very lightly sanded the entire piece with 400 grit paper. And after wiping away the dust once again, I applied a second coat. I finished the piece by attaching 4 hairpin legs. For more detailed information, check out our website. And subscribe now to support our work.